We have another Freight Tech Top 25 winner joining us now from project44. It is Vernon O'Donnell. He's the Chief Product and Services Officer over there. Vernon, how's it going?
It is going well. Thank you so much for having me today.
Like it. Like many of our guests, you're in that work from home environment.
Indeed I am. Indeed I am. Work from home, school from home, everything from home.
You know, the pandemic, it's been impacting everything, right? It's been impacting our daily lives. I don't think we've ever been through something like this where every facet of our life has just changed so much in 1 year. Do you think the pandemic or its impact on the economy will change the expectation for delivery speed and or costs?
Yeah, absolutely. A few different ways for that. I think it's going to change delivery expectations around speed, both from a visibility standpoint as well as just the actual time of the overall shipment. So, couple reasons for that. Now everybody knows the importance of supply chain with all the shortages that we've had. I think it's no longer a tactical part of the discussion. It's not a cost center. Amazonification, everything happened years ago, but really I think the pandemic drove home just how critical and strategic supply chains are. And the amount of revenue that we're hearing a lot of customers of ours and their customers lost by not having inventory on shelves is really going to increase the need for speed and expectation for how that works, even more so than cost.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now, based on a recent report from Microsoft and Bain, supply chain visibility investment is awfully low. Just 40% of the respondents plan to increase their investments in real-time visibility over the next year. What are your customers saying about their long-term visibility plans?
Yeah, so a couple of things. One, I will say something I really noticed about the current environment is the smart companies who were investing in supply chain and supply chain technology pre-COVID were the ones that did the best. So a couple of our customers like Tractor Supply and Dollar General, early adopters of tech, and if you look at their stock and how they've performed, it shows, right? They were able to meet the needs of their buyers, and ultimately a large part is because they invested early. So I think smart companies are investing now. I do think it's a massive space of underinvestment. And we're seeing global brands really now start to adopt and move out of that early adopter into middle maturity. Some examples for that, like AbbVie is a big customer of ours. They started small, but now they've got air, LTL, truckload, ocean. They're bringing Europe to bear. Lenovo, another customer of ours, and they're really focused on, expanding. So I think, yes, it's underinvested. People who invested early did better, and that's going to bring the late adopters into the market quicker.
Now, if I'm on that 40% side, I'm like, great, now I got a differentiator. You know, I'm happy that there's 60% over there. But how do we convert those 60%? Let's, because maybe they don't even know what visibility is. So maybe we should define what the visibility is that project44 provides.
Great point. Let's start at the beginning, right? So project44, at its core, the real-time tracking is the simplest and easiest way to think about visibility. Where is the truck? Where is the vessel? Where is it? And ultimately, where are the items on it, right? So that's the most basic form of tracking. We are now multimodal. We launched our air product at the end of September. So we're an air, ocean, truckload, less than truckload, rail, final mile. And so that real-time tracking is stitched together across modes. And the other way we think about tracking and real-time visibility is not just the actual in transit, but moving upstream, right? Are we able to provide visibility into the tender process, to the dispatch process, into settlement and pay? So we're working really closely with a lot of the big LTL carriers on an EBOL initiative and bringing more visibility into that. So we view visibility as across the entire life cycle. The core starts within transit, but then moving in both directions from there.
Excellent stuff. So, Vernon, what new technologies is project44 looking to deliver in the future?
Yeah, one I'm personally very excited about, and I've been with the company about 2.5 years. I actually started as our chief customer officer, so I only took over product a few months ago. And I spent my first couple of years here really interacting with our customers and also our carrier partners. Even though they're not paying customers, we really think of them as such. And so we're bringing to market a carrier visibility operations center free of charge. It's not intended to be monetized. It's really just to give carriers the same level of access that our customers have to real-time data. They can collaborate on shipments that potentially have exceptions. They can see their performance. They can look at analytics. We really just want to remove that information asymmetry, put everybody on the same playing field and ensure apples to apples. I'm personally really excited about that and what that's going to mean for the carrier community. And the other big one we're focused on is inventory visibility. So we've got the ability now, we're tracking at a SKU and PO level underneath our core tracking products. And so you can actually get into the inventory space. You can start to help the planners and the purchasing. Those are the two, I would say, nearest and dearest to my heart. We have a lot of others coming. Like I mentioned, air freight's new, and that's exciting. But those are the two big ones.
This is our last opportunity at FreightWaves Live at Home to spin the wheel of stupid questions. So we're hoping you'd be so gracious to let us.
I'm in. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, awesome. Let's do it. Let's give it a spin around the turnstile. Who do we got? Ooh, you seem like a guy who may own a dog. So here's a good question for you. What movie, pet, or animal, or cartoon as well, do you think would make the best pet?
So we do have a dog, 13-year-old pit bull, Bella. So good read. Love the family dog. Let's see. I'm gonna go. I'm a dog. I'm gonna. A lot of slobber, but loyal. Love Turner. They were able to really work together and solve some problems, solve crime. So I think I'm gonna go with Hooch. And my wife will probably be upset about having to clean up after him, but that's my guy.
Wow, you went back to Turner and Hooch.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get that reference unless you're like over the age of like 35.
I was thinking Dino.
I was thinking Scooby-Doo.
I was thinking that too first, but I tried to go a little bit more obscure.
Calling me old. I just turned 40 a couple weeks ago, guys. I'm not that old yet.
No, you and I are the same age, brother. You and I are the same age. Hey, so people want to learn more about Project 44. Where do we send them to?
Yeah, project44.com is the easiest and quickest way to learn more about Project 44. I'd also say, going back to your earlier point, read about us in FreightWaves and Freight Tech. So we placed number 2. We're thrilled and honored. It's our 3rd year in a row, finishing number 2. Really excited about that. And shout out to the rest of the Freight Tech 25. We work with over half of them. So, we a lot of customers, a lot of partners on there. We love innovating. So come to Project 44, but I'd also say go read about us in Freight Tech.
Yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely. And we'll give you a little extra cowbell for that.